Hi, my name is Allison. I'm a student in the Chemical Engineering Senior Design course with Professor Alan Weimer. And I'm working on the Tamiflu design project with liaison Rick Dower of Mile High Labs. And my team is using Aspen Batch Process Developer to create our process simulation for our project. Some of the other teams have been wanting to use the software as well. Professor Weimer has asked me to provide a little bit of input just on like how to get started with the software for teams who would like to use it and don't know how. So a little bit of a quick disclaimer. I am not at all an expert in the software. My liaison is just really good with it and has been like telling my team a little bit about how to use it. So this is going to be very, very basic. And if you would like to use the software and your liaison does not know how to use the software, you're going to have to do a lot of exploration on your own to figure out how to model your specific process. I will not be able to answer questions about your specific process or how to use the software to model your process. But anyway, I can share my screen and show you just a little bit about how to like open up and use the software. So this is in the VDI for campus. You have to go into the biotech like computer. You can't log into the like JSCBB A205, I think it is, because the software is not available if you log into it like an actual computer. I know the biotech one is a little bit slower, but that's how you access the software. So it's in Aspen Tech. It's buried under the Aspen Plus folder. This one right here. We'll create a new project. My project is called Tamiflu. Yes. So basically, this is a recipe driven like simulation software. So you're going to have a recipe for your batch. But in order to just get set up to begin with, what you can do is go into data and you'll want to define your pure components, your predefined mixtures, and your reactions probably. Pure components, you can go into here. It has all of the materials that are available in Aspen Plus and Aspen Hybris as well. The first time you click on this button, it's going to take a little while to load, but you will be able to access all of the materials that Aspen has preloaded. So it already has nitrogen, oxygen, and water in here. Let's say we also want to add sodium chloride. Let's say we want to add toluene. You can just find like whatever in here that you need. And then you can also create new ones of your own. So you can use new or new same as. And new same as will kind of model based off of something that already exists. So this is for if you have a component that's not already in here. I think a lot of us are using really specialized organic components. A lot of people are using this for CBD projects. So if you have something that's not in here already, you'll have to create it yourself. And you can find something that's similar and then click new same as, or you can just click new. And I'm going to do the starting material for mine, which is an epoxide. And you can put in the molecular weight, you can put in the formula, you can put in all sorts of material that like properties over here. What we've been doing for ours is importing structure from ChemDraw. We drew these in ChemDraw, and then you can import that, and then it knows the molecular weight. And then, yeah, if you need the heat capacity for your heating, you can add it here. If you need to vaporize whatever component is, you can add that here. Viscosity, if it's a liquid that you need to be flowing, any of that can be added in there. So now I have my pure components in here. Oh, go away. So then, let's see, we can also add predefined mixtures. So if I want to add a new mixture, I can call it 10% salt water maybe. And then I want to add, salt. And I want it to be 1 kilogram. This will be liquid because I want it to be dissolved. If you're putting in a solid that you want to be dissolved in solution, you put it in as a liquid. And then water, 9 kilograms of that, so our ratio is correct. This is also a liquid. You can add in your density and other material properties over there. And then we'll create, we now have salt water that we can use. So then one thing you might want to do is create a facility for yourself. So over here we have our process, here we have our facility, and here's our plan. So this will be for scheduling and stuff. But if we want to create, we can create a new facility here. And Gordon Pharma is the plant where we are modeling the production of Tamiflu. You want to run it 24 hours. You can also do standard or set up your own like special calendar here. But ours is 24 hours. And then here you can add equipment to your facility. So we want to import, mostly what we're using are these 2,000 and 3,000 gallon glass line steel reactors. And they are manufactured by Diedrich or Fodler. So we're gonna use the Fodler ones. That's 96, 3,000 gallon. We're gonna use that one. Oh, sorry, we wanna add it to Gordon Pharma. And we're gonna name it EE 101. So we got 3,000 gallons. You can add, we have some data on like the heat transfer for this as well, and the heat transfer area, heat transfer coefficients. So we could add that in, but I'm not going to right now just for the sake of time and simplicity. Yeah, so now we have that. And so now if I open my Gordon Pharma, I have reactor, I have my reactor in there. So then I want to go into Process Explorer and I want to start modeling my process. I'm going to call the process Tamiflu. I'm going to add a step 1. Okay. And then I'm going to open this up in the text process. Our first unit procedure, we're going to call charge. We're just going to put some stuff in the reactor. Equipment unit. Oh, sorry. We want to actually forgot to assign this to my plant. I'm going to assign this to Gordon Pharma here. And then I want to insert just make a new step. Make it Gordon Pharma. And then we'll open up text recipe. This charge process for the unit. We're going to put it in our main reactor. We can put multiple of these reactors too, so we can do multiple things at the same time. Or we can have like multiple of these, and then when we do our batch campaigning and scheduling, figure out which ones to use. But then we want to here insert batch operation, and we are going to charge. We're going to charge the only vessel we have. We're going to put in, I don't know, 10 kilograms of salt water. And then we can also put in, say, 10 kilograms of, maybe we're going to do some kind of extraction here. And then we can say, let's see this screen. if we want to heat it as we're going in, do this, we could say how much time it takes. Maybe it takes 15 minutes to put all that in there. And then when we do the scheduling, that'll help with that. You can specify the flow rate. This is for like heat transfer, I guess. Maybe we want to have it coming in at 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius. And we want, I don't know, we can specify utility here. Pusher steam. Oh no, sorry. The pusher steam would be, I don't know, ours is 120-ish. There's all kinds of stuff you can do in here. You'll just have to play around with it for whatever you need. You can, if you want to feed this in, like based on stoichiometry or some other like comparison to another feed stream, you can do that here. So you could say we want this per 1 kilogram of starting epoxide that we're using. You could say we want to dissolve all of the solids. We don't have any solids in here because we've already dissolved all of the salt in our salt water. But if that, not 1,000%, 100% of solids. Oh, here's another place you could specify maintain the temperature using the utility. Yeah, just click OK on this. Oh, all errors must be fixed. What are my errors? I don't actually want to use the utility here. Just do that. Oh, here's my error. Number 2 is required. How to produce stream solution. Oh, my basis. I don't want to do it on a basis so I don't have anything coming in yet. No chart basis. Okay. But you could do that if you had something else you wanted to compare it to. Okay. So now I have that. And then you can insert another batch operation. There's all sorts of things in here. Some of the common ones you might want to do would be you want to charge basically every time you add something to the reactor. There's filtration, there's heating. Heating is good. I think there's a cooling one as well. Cool, yeah. And then we have react, where you would add your reactions. I don't really have anything in here that would actually do a reaction, but if you want to add a reaction, that would be in here. Just create a new reaction and add all this stuff. You could add, yeah, this basically just looks like plus and HYSYS and stuff we've done before, but this is where you add your reactions. Yeah, you can add other operations. Ours is going to have a lot of extractions, which would be here. We have a lot of extractions in ours. But yeah, you'll have to figure out what you use a lot of in yours and maybe get help from your liaison if you need to figure out all the specifics, but they're all in here. And then when you actually have stuff that you wanted to calculate, you'll hit run here. And then click results. It'll show you results. This tab is for creating production plans when you want to do all of your scheduling and stuff. My team hasn't really made it here yet, but it exists over here. So yeah, that's how you use this software just a little bit. Facility process. Yeah, so hopefully that was helpful. All right, thanks. And good luck.